Vermont Tech students, family members, thanks for joining us for the athletic award ceremony remotely. You all hopefully know who I am by now, but if not, I'm Jason, your Dean of Students. First, I want to say thank you to Hillary Linehan, the athletic director, for putting this program on, and I also want to thank Coach Moravsky, Coach Grimes, Coach Miller, Coach Dunkel, Coach Hughes, and student affairs staff members who spent countless hours with our athletes outside of the classroom. Without them, you couldn't have had the experience that you did. I tend to tell students when I meet them, there are two ways that I'll get to know them. Either I have to invite them in to see me because they're doing the wrong thing, but the way I really like to meet students is because they're leaders on campus and doing the right thing. And that's how I've gotten to meet most of you, is getting to see you on the court and being leaders, which I'm so proud of. If we were in person, I would say to you, look to the person to the right and to the left of you. In lieu of that, I'm going to ask you to think about 2 or 3 of your teammates just for a minute or two. All right, got them in your head? Many years after you graduate, and possibly forget some of the information that you've learned in college, you'll still hold on to these experiences and memories, and most importantly, the people that you've met. It's been 25 years for me since I ran cross country for Coach Childress at Catawba College during my freshman year. I'll never forget the wisdom and experience I got being mentored by my coach and my fellow teammates, and I hope you all have that experience 25 years from now. Treasure the friendships you've developed. They just may be your best man, your maid of honor, or your child's godparents down the road. Your experience outside of the classroom are also what are going to set you apart for others on your career search. Make sure you highlight those on your resumes and as you're going for interviews. People are really looking for the skills you've learned being on a team. For those of you who have graduated, stay connected and keep us updated on your successes. Come back and visit, but make sure you start your life. Don't come back too often. For those of you coming back in the fall, I can't wait to see your success on the court, on the field, on the track, and for my cross-country friends roaming through the woods in those trails. Have a great summer. I can't wait to see you in person again. Go Knights!
Congratulations, Knights, on another great year. What a strange end to the year for sure. And I'm truly sorry our spring sports could not happen as usual. But get ready for next year. It was a great year for the Knights all around, I would say. Congratulations to all of our teams and individual members that did so well this year. The cross-country teams doing so well at the championships, the basketball teams who did well overall and in our conference, especially the men's team that did so great in the semifinals. You came so close, you played your best, and it was a great game. The track team, the soccer teams, you all did so well, both individually and as a team. And I congratulate you for being able to balance your academic work and your athletic work. Also, thank you to our amazing coaches who've worked so hard all year. And to you and your teams, you did fabulous, fabulous work. I'm so proud of our Knights and of the work you do off the courts and the playing fields, helping with moving in, help at golf tournaments, all the things we hope to get back to as soon as possible. To all of you, well done. Good job. To our graduating seniors, congratulations. Thank you for being such great Knights while you were here. We will have a good celebration for your graduation as soon as we can. I wish you the best in your job searches, and don't forget to use career services. The job board has lots of listings, and go out and continue to make Vermont Tech proud. To our returning student athletes, we look forward to seeing you in the future. We will have students this fall. Stay tuned for updates on the protocols for pre-opening. Have a great summer, everyone. We look forward to seeing you back here in the fall, and go Knights.
Thanks for coming online to this year's version of the 2019 and 20 Vermont Tech Athletic Awards. We're finishing out this year with certainly a different feel than every other year, with all of us being all over the country, probably watching this video. We definitely had some luck in finishing our basketball season, but not luck in having to cancel the track season this year. So I feel bad for the track athletes who had already been training hard. We're looking forward to what was hopefully going to be a stellar season. I know this has been hard for all of us, especially students having to transition to remote learning, knowing that you came to Vermont Tech most likely for your hands-on education. And I wish everyone success as the semester ends out next year and everyone gets passing grades and either graduates or returns back to play next year. We're going to take the next hour or so to go through all of our regular awards. We won't have to pause for applause this time, so it should be a little bit shorter. I want to say that I know I say this every year, but I am really proud to be part of the Vermont Tech Athletic Department. We have extremely dedicated coaches who are mostly part-time. We also have extremely dedicated athletes who work hard and listen to their coaches and follow through in order to have the best experience they can and hopefully the best outcomes for their teams as well. We have had a good year. Got my computer in the background for my notes. This seems like it's been a new year for setting new expectations and new aspirations for Vermont Tech athletics. Overall, our soccer teams had really strong seasons in the fall, with the women almost winning a whole bunch of games. The same with the men, barely losing some of the games and making conference playoffs as well, or barely making the conference playoffs due to some tiebreaker issues. And then on the cross-country side, it was amazing. Our women's team was 5th overall. We had 2 conference championships in Tyler, which we'll find out later. Sorry, I don't want to give that away right now. And we also had the women finished 5th place at nationals, which I think I might have already said. Sorry. And the men had a repeat at the national championships to go on to the Final Four, and women's basketball also qualified for the conference tournament, losing in the first round at home. But they got the home seed, so that was amazing. They finished 4th in the regular season. So we're looking for big and better things. We were hoping that we might have even had a chance to win the track national championships this season, but we'll have to wait for that for next year. So at Vermont Tech, of course, everyone is a student first, right? We're all student athletes. But from where I sit, you all are the hardest working student athletes that I've ever seen. Not just in your sport, but in the classroom. We have a lot of students this year with very good grades, which is a huge improvement over past years. I also see a lot of students coming in and working out, whether it's in the weight room, juggling the ball on the soccer field, coming in and play basketball, going for runs at 6 a.m. Like, you guys work hard, so well done. I'm really proud to see that. And thank you for doing that and helping to bring us up to new levels. Sorry, got to get to my notes here. So let me just thank you all for coming to Vermont Tech. I truly am happy to have you be here and be part of the athletic program and also part of the college. Also, thank you parents, coaches, aunts, uncles, grandparents, friends, alumni, everyone who's helped you to get to where you are, to get you to be at Vermont Tech, and to be successful. And I wish everyone success, whatever they're doing next year. Hopefully it's returning here in the fall or graduating and get a good job. So now, without further ado, hopefully that was short enough. I'm going to get right into the awards. The athletic department gives out department-wide awards, so all coaches have nominated athletes for these specific awards. And as the athletic director, I get to make the decision, which is tough, for who should get these awards each year. So I'm going to jump right in. The first award is the Angus Murray Athletic Award, and this is presented to the individual student athlete who demonstrated selfless dedication to Vermont Tech's athletic program. This year's recipient has played soccer and basketball for 4 years. She ran track last year. She's a team leader. She works super hard, plays hard, is diving all over the place in all of her sports, but expects that from her teammates as well. She's also expects a lot from the coaches and the athletic department as well, which keeps us to a high standard, which is excellent. So I really want to appreciate this graduating senior, women's basketball player and soccer player and track athlete, Kiana Royer. Hibbie Athletic Award is presented to the student athlete who has displayed the most outstanding sportsmanship throughout the year, and the student also is required to have a cumulative GPA of 3.0. This year's recipient always is giving 100%, is always super nice everywhere to everyone, and is giving 100% whether he's watching a scrimmage, looking at video, playing in the game, or just chatting with you one-on-one. He also supports his teammates and everyone else in all of those areas as well. So this person is a true leader and a true sportsman. Congratulations, men's basketball player Drake Perry. The Female Athlete of the Year Award is given to recognize the female student athlete making the greatest contribution to her team and the athletic department. This year's recipient supports her teammates and challenges them to always strive for better and to get better. She was actually not able to compete for most of this season due to a health issue, but was always around helping support, not going for runs because she couldn't, but being there and being supportive and doing everything she could to stay involved and push her teammates to improve and get better and win. She was also ready to be able to go for track and field this year, doing the throwing events until the season was canceled. I again apologize for that, but this student will hopefully be back next year for another season. Women's cross country runner Nicole Cutler. Athlete of the Year is given to recognize the male student athlete making the greatest contribution to his team and to the athletic department. This year's recipient is extremely active all over campus. He's a leader both on and off the field. He works very hard for his team. He was a captain this year. Also works hard for the athletic department, running stats, sometimes being the mascot, and also just overall helping out wherever possible. This is year's winner is men's soccer player Scott Durkee. Scholar Athletes of the Year are presented to the student athletes who have completed 24 credit hours and hold the highest GPA among all of the varsity sports. We have one award for the women and one award for the men. The women's award this year goes to women's cross-country runner Maria Potvin, who had a 3.94 cumulative GPA after the end of the fall semester. And the men's award goes to Ian Boone, who had a cumulative GPA of a 3.89 after the end of the fall semester. Congratulations. Taking a new twist on the team award, switching from a coach of the year to a scholar team of the year, because I'd like to recognize two teams that have stellar performance records in terms of academics. First of all, the women's cross-country team has the highest team average GPA of a 3.65. This compares to the entire Vermont Tech student body population with an average of 3.0. Congratulations to the women's cross-country team. That's 6 people making that average. I'd also, however, like to recognize the women's soccer team. They're not far behind with a 3.30 GPA average, and that's cumulative, and that's a team of 18 players that are all doing very well. So congratulations to both of the 2 scholar teams of the year for this year at Vermont Tech. Small College Conference recognizes all conference teams. These are voted on by all the conference coaches. We have several athletes that have won awards in this category this year. First of all, we have the runners who won the conference championship. Congratulations to Cassidy Lewis and Tyler Dunham. We also have Maria Potvin, who made all conference in cross country by finishing in the top 7. I believe 6 overall. And then in basketball, we have 3 all-conference. Jeremiah Shaw was voted as the player of the year, which means he is the top vote getter for all of men's basketball. Drake Perry is also on the all-conference first team, and Chance Cole was voted in for the all-conference second team. Congratulations to all of you. The conference also does awards for academic all-conference. These are students who have completed at least 12 credits after the fall semester and who have earned a 3.2 cumulative GPA or higher. I apologize for not looking at the video, but this list is actually very long for Vermont Tech, so I'm going to go ahead and read out all of the names. For women's cross country, Nicole Cutler, Cassidy Lewis, Olivia Mendez Machado, Maria Potvin, and Emma Sanders. That's almost the whole team. For men's cross country, Matt Kelly. For women's soccer, Kyra Becker, Tucker Chapin, Sierra Fabreau, Dana Goodell, Haley Mears, Cassandra Pelkey, Kate Rowley, Marina Sprague, Ariana Strand, and Ashley Thompson. That's about half the soccer team as well. Men's soccer, Jonathan Alvin, Wiley Caseo, Gabe Feeney, Santiago Fernandez. And women's basketball, Brittany Alexis, Deja Cook, and Kennedy Henderson. And finally for men's basketball, Ian Boone, Eric Montanez, and Drake Perry. You will note there are no track and field athletes on this list because there was no season. I apologize for that. We would have had a large group of track and field athletes qualify for this team as well. NCAA also recognizes All-Americans as well as academic All-Americans. We have several athletes who have earned recognition in these categories as well. For this year, for cross country, All-Americans are recognized based on their finish at the national championship. The first 7 are considered the first team All-American, and the second 7 are considered the second team All-American. Women's cross country runner Cassidy Lewis qualified for the second team All-American with an 11th place finish at this year's national championships. For basketball, we have a couple of awardees. The All-American status is voted on by all of the USCA coaches throughout the country. Making the first team for the USCAA All-American is men's basketball player Jeremiah Shaw. And we also have a second team All-American in men's basketball player Chance Cole. I'd also like to recognize that we have a player who also made the all-tournament team at the USCA National Basketball Championships this year, and that's men's basketball player Drake Perry. Congratulations to everyone. We also have academic All-Americans. These are student athletes who have completed at least 24 credit hours and have a 3.5 GPA or higher. This list is not quite as long as the conference list, but is still long, so apologize again for not looking at the camera. People who have earned this award include women's cross-country runners and also track, Nicole Cutler, Olivia Mendez Machado, Maria Potvin, and Emma Sanders. For women's soccer, Sierra Favreau, Ariana Strand, Ashley Thompson, Kate Rowley, Cassandra Pelkey, and Haley Mears, who also earned the honor for women's basketball. For men's soccer, Jonathan Alvin and Santiago Fernandez. For men's basketball and who was planning to compete in track, Ian Boone. And we do have 2 track runners here who were on the roster who had been training. The USDA did agree to award all academic All-American status, even though there was no season. And those people include Wiley Coseo and Caleb Paquette. Congratulations to everyone. We have all the team awards, so hopefully it'll be a little bit of fun with your coaches. They have turned in their own videos. I've tried to make this transition as seamless as possible. Will admit I am not a professional video editor. I apologize if I had made a few mistakes, and I'll look to improve. Hopefully we won't have to do it this way again in the future. Congratulations and good luck, and we'll see you next year. Here come your team awards.
Defensive Player of the Year, Kate Rowley. Hands down, beast mode. I was super glad that I was not on the field going against her, personally. She scares me. And I think she scared everyone else on the field, too. I know she did because I heard girls talking about it. Should have been first team all conference. I am shocked and amazed that she was not chosen. Because in my mind, hardest hitting, just, yeah, wow, awesome, so good. An unbelievable pleasure to coach as well. This whole team was just, you guys were great. So again, Kate, thank you for playing this year. You made our defense scary, and you just straight crack kids, man. Come on, come back. Be well. Pleasure to coach you. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Tucker Chapin. It was great. We didn't score a lot of goals this year, but when we did, it was mainly Tucker. And assists, like, she was always involved in almost every goal, but a few. And it just, yeah, her foot, ball, goal. It was awesome. She had a couple 2-goal games, which were awesome. Tied the game and then won the game. Mind you, it is a team affair. And she was helped out by many. Also, just offensive player of the year. Well done. Good luck to you. I wish you would come back next year. I'm still gonna try every chance I get to get you to come back, but good luck. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to coach you. All right, for this year's Player of the Year Green Knight Award goes to Pepper Royer. This young woman had a fantastic season. Literally never came off the field. I pretty much just put her out there and completely just didn't forget about her, but didn't need to worry about it. It was just, she was a machine all season, every game. And not only did she play right back or center back or left back, she played goalie. And the intensity and the focus and the drive never wavered. And hands down, congratulations. It was a pleasure to coach you, and good luck in Texas. Player of the Year, Green Knight Award.
Hello. Going to give out 3 awards for the 2019 men's soccer team. First, though, I want to say a few things about our team this last year. We started off the season with extremely high hopes. We were coming off one of our most successful seasons in VTC soccer history. And we returned a lot of those players from that team, and we had hopes of having equal success. Started off the season with a tie, promptly went into a 6-game streak of getting blown out terribly, and then finished off the season with 7 games that were either wins or ties or losses by 1 goal. So we were in it pretty solidly for that last part of the season. And while we ended the season tied for 5th place, which turned out to also be tied for last place in the conference, but tied for 5th. Seasons like this are challenging, and you learn a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about your team, and we certainly did. When you have 6 consecutive games where you lose badly, especially when you're traveling for many, many hours on a bus to go and lose badly, you find out things about yourself. You find out how you perform under pressure and under adverse circumstances, and we performed really well. Kept our cool consistently, showed character and poise. You find out also whether you like each other or not, and I think it became pretty clear we like each other. The chemistry on the team was fantastic, and during those hard weeks when we were losing badly, my pride in you as players grew. So thank you for that. Looking ahead to next year, briefly before I get to the awards, many of our players are returning. We're losing a few strong players, but many are returning. We had a lot of freshmen this year. There were times toward the end of the season when 10 of the 11 players on the field were freshmen. So next year it looks good, and we have nice, strong recruits coming also. First award. This is Player of the Year. We were very much a defensive team. We had trouble. At times it seemed, remembering that we were intending to put the ball into the back of the net. But we defended really well. Even in those games where we got blown out, we still defended really well. Just things sort of, the wheels fell off the bus. But we defended well, and that was on the strength of a bunch of different defenders. We had a really solid group of defenders, and several of them are, in my mind and Coach John's mind, candidates for Player of the Year. One, though, stood out. This player worked exceedingly hard. I don't recall him coming off the field. I'm not sure we ever subbed him. Even in those games when things were not going our way, he kept his spirits up. He smiled consistently. He'd get fouled badly. He'd get up smiling, shaking his head, and smiling at the opponents. He saved us so many times. Some of those games that we lost badly, we would have lost so much worse were it not for this player. And in those games where we won, in those games where we tied, in those games where we just barely lost, we frequently owed it to this player's efforts on the field. From the capital region of New York, freshman Noah Warner. This second award is an award you haven't heard of because it didn't exist until Coach John and I started talking about which players we wanted to honor. This is the Men's Soccer Intensity Award. This award goes to a player who plays with absolute intensity and passion from the opening kickoff through the final whistle. In fact, the intensity starts before the that initial whistle is even blown. And this award is really 3 years in the making. I saw this player's intensity 3 years ago when I first started coaching. And at first I thought, that dude's pretty intense. It might be a little bit much. But I've come to see that it's not too much. It's absolutely wonderful. This is a player who has the intensity to get off the couch and run a 5:30 mile based on intensity and passion alone. Fitness be damned. And he brings that to the soccer field. And that's something to be celebrated. And also I've noticed in life, most people don't bring passion or intensity to really anything in their lives on no consistent, sustained basis. And this player does, and that's worthy of being celebrated. So the Intensity Award for 2019 men's soccer goes to 4-year player, captain, Scott Durkee. Tonight's third and final award is the Knights Award for the 2019 men's soccer team. I consider this to be the highest honor that we give out on the team. The Knights Award goes to the player we think best embodies what it is to be a student athlete at Vermont Tech. It's a player that brings athleticism, brings integrity, brings resiliency, and brings a lot of leadership. A couple years ago, this award went to Dave Mattern, who many of you played with. Last year, it went to Xavier Robitaille, two people who I think are just outstanding people that I'm proud to call my friends. The winner of this award this year falls into that same category. This is a player who works tirelessly, both on the field and off the field. He excels academically also. He asks a lot of himself. He has high expectations for himself. And he also asks a lot of his players. That's one thing that stands out about him is he urges, he doesn't demand, he urges his teammates to rise to the occasion, to do more during the season, to do more in the off season. He wants himself to be better. He wants his team to be better. Really a fantastic student athlete. This award goes this year from St. Albans, Vermont to Wiley Caseo.
I don't have a women's basketball coach at the moment. Well, actually, we do at the moment, but the coach from last year is no longer with us. I thought I would do the women's basketball awards for this year. I was not able to get input from coach before he left, but I think I have an idea of some of the things that he might have chosen, and I also just put my 2 cents in as well. So for women's basketball, we have 3 awards. First, we have the Player of the Year. This is someone who was usually pretty silent at times, at least publicly, but I know she was a force behind the team of doing really well, and was also a force to be reckoned with on the court. Player of the Year for women's basketball is Kamaya Stribling. Next, we have Most Improved Player, and the player that I saw throughout the year who improved a lot, not only in skill, but just in growth and being a leader for the team on the court throughout the entire year, was Hannah Sheehy. And then lastly, we have the Knights Award, given for just overall dedication, power, sportsmanship, and everything else on the court. For women's basketball, this award goes to Kiana Royer. Congratulations, ladies.
Hey VTC, this is Coach Jamal Hughes presenting on behalf of the men's basketball team. Before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that we miss you. We miss seeing you on campus every day. Much rather be doing this in person, but hey, we working with what we got. Just want to talk a little bit about the basketball program before I present the awards. This is a group of young men who came into this year with a big shock, finding out that they was going to be losing their coach 2 days before practice. And these guys was able to rally around me as the new head coach, rally around each other, and really meet expectations that they set for themselves way before I got here. So I do really want to congratulate this team on a superb year, making it to the National Final Four, becoming a YSCC finalist, losing by 1 point in the championship game. I can't be more proud of this team. Now to the awards. First award is the most improved player. This award goes to the player who made the biggest jump from last season to this season. This year's winner doubled his points and assists and improved in every statistical category, which is amazing. I put a lot of pressure on this player throughout the year to change his personality, to change his game, and he did just that. Did I get some complaints? Yes, but I love this guy's personality. Will stick with me forever. I wish I had him another year. This year's winner is DeJuan Johnson. The next award is Newcomer of the Year. This award goes to any first-year player at Vermont Tech, whether they're a freshman or a transfer player. We was able to get this year's winner from the University of Maine, Fort Kent. Felt real fortunate to get him. Naturally, he's a guard, but we asked him to play down low, sometimes at the 5, most times at the 5. And he never had a problem with it. He's so talented that he even thrived at that position, not even being a true post player. Proud of this guy. He represents our program well on and off the court. This year's winner is Chance Cole. The last award is Player of the Year. This award goes to the most outstanding player on the court and in the classroom. This year's winner did not even play organized basketball until he was in college. He didn't get the opportunity in high school because he was naturally a football player, which speaks to his work ethic. To be able to come to this level and win Player of the Year in the conference and become a first-team All-American is truly remarkable without playing any organized basketball before college. This year's winner is Jeremiah Shaw.
All right, so we're videotaping live. Don't shake the table. We're videotaping live from Orem, Utah, and I have here Christian Allen, who's next year's NCAA D1 champion. Made All-American last year. Congratulations, sir. And he's fun to run with. I see him for about 30 seconds, and then boom, he's gone. But he works really hard. He runs for Weber State University. And so this first video is actually, Christian, is for my most improved female athlete, which is a big honor.
Awesome.
Olivia Machado is my most improved female athlete of the year for 2019. Olivia went her fastest 6K race in her career at conference, helped the girls' conference team take second place.
Nice.
And took third place on the team at nationals and helped the women's team take fifth place at nationals, which is the best standing they've ever had.
There you go.
So we just wanted to say thank you, Olivia. This is also Olivia's last year. She's a senior. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit. Olivia is one of those people who has personal struggles with health issues and plows right through them. You never know about it. She never complains. She's always there for the workouts. She's always doing the training, and she never misses a race. She's just one of those dream athletes. And as a coach, I have an incredible amount of respect for her as a person and as an athlete, and I'm hoping that she and I will be friends for the rest of our lives. So, Olivia, thank you very much. I love you as a person and as a coach, and have a great deal of admiration and respect for you. So that's our 2019 female most improved athlete of the year.
Great. Good job, Olivia. Keep it up. Don't leave anything out there and really make the most of this time. You only get one time, so just make your senior year the best. And,
She's already graduating.
Oh, graduating.
Yeah.
Look at you. You already made it.
Yeah, she's done awesome. She's done very well.
Go enjoy some trails now that you're graduating.
Sure.
Trails, have some fun.
That's right. Enjoy your life. Thank you very much. See you guys later. All right. So this is, if you keep banging the table, this is Hawk Harper, by the way. And he's going to bang the table so the computer will wiggle back and forth during this entire presentation. Keep me sharp. Keep me sharp. Okay. So anyway, we are here to do the awards for most improved runners for men we did last night, most improved for women, which was Olivia Machado, and she is an amazing, well-deserving person. Today's awards for most improved cross-country men for 2019 are going to go to Matt Shelton and Ben Fontaine. Now Ben is a runner. Both of them were walk-ons. Ben has worked hard despite some. He's not in shape, but but he's working on it. So he came to us last year, and he said, "I need to lose weight, and I want to be able to run a full race," and he was able to do that. Been there, done that myself. And so my hat's off to him. A lot of respect for that. His first 8K race was 1 hour and 18 minutes, and he brought it down to 1 hour and 5 minutes. And he was unable to run nationals because of class stuff. But so he worked hard during the season, and he's committed to me to also do the same thing this year. Now Matt is a great guy also. He came in, ran his first 8K race in 41 minutes. He was a walk-on. And then he ran his fastest 8K race at our conference championships. Now, Hawk, how many years have you been coaching?
30.
30 years, okay. So how many races have you been coaching where, say, at a conference championship race, which is one of the most important races of the year, your fifth runner isn't there at the starting line?
Never mind.
Oh, it's never happened to me either until this last season. And so I'm out taking pictures, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and I see no Matt. I said, "Where's Matt?" And Matt Stretton is not there. And I'm saying, "Where's Matt?" And everybody's going, "Where's Matt?" And then I see Matt way down there running as fast as he can, and he was in the restroom.
Obviously, he was just testing to see how stressed you could be.
Well, he was doing that too, and he ended up running his fastest 8K race of the year in that race.
So that kind of tells you he needed a little different warm-up than everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just giving everybody a fair chance. But he ran really well, and he's one of those guys like Ben who works really hard and puts everything into it and is very committed to the program. So anyway, those are the two men's awards, and I appreciate those guys very much. Now we'll move right along to the Knights Award. Now, Knights Award is given to the runners who contribute a lot to the team, kind of like the team spirit. And so I have a guy, and these are hard awards because you coach cross country for a long time. Who's your most valuable runner? It's not always the number 1 runner, and really the most important runner is always your number 5 runner. So, but we have Matt Kelly, so it's in the name Matt. And Matt Kelly is from northern Maine. He's from so far north in Maine, they're still skiing up there. So, and not just downhill skiing, they're still cross-country skiing.
I'm trying to take that in. Sitting here in the sunshine.
We're out there. We're down in Vermont doing our outdoor workouts, and Matt's up there sending us videos of him skiing for his workout because the trails are still covered in snow. But Matt is one of those guys who just is always there. He's just always at the workouts. He's always part of the workout. He just love working with Matt. He's going into his senior year this year, so it'll be tough to see him go. But
and you gotta love people that love what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, that's the key. Right?
Exactly. And Matt's a very dedicated guy. He's always there. But it's tough because we have all the guys that run. We have Kevin Kressock, who is also just the life of the team. He's always in a good mood. He's always happy to see you. So it's a great team. It's a really good team that we have. So we move along now to the Knights Award for Women. So now the woman that I selected as Knights Award, again, that's a tough one because all the women on our team are really good, contributors to the team. But Angela Lazaro was this year's Knights Award winner, and the reason why is because Angela is one of those people who is always there, even if she's already done the workout.
she's always there to help people do their workout. It's really important. She is like the gel that holds the program together.
You always look for that person when you're coaching anyway, because that's the person you can count on to get the word out to others and show what you're really about.
Right.
You really gotta have that person.
Yeah, she's the face of the team, and there was many times because the way our team works is we don't have a set time every year or every day that we do a workout because class schedules are such. So I post the workout and I say, okay, I can go whenever anybody needs me to, but Angela's always like, I'm always there too, and so I remember nights where she's already done her mile repeats around campus, but then the rest of the team's like, well, we can go at 8 o'clock at night. It's already getting dark. 9 o'clock at night, we're doing mile repeats. And Angela's there with the clipboard, encouraging people on, keeping times, doing all that stuff. You can't live without stuff like that. So that's why Angela's received that award. Again, Angela, thank you so much. And then we move on to, so this is kind of weird doing it this way. This is the first time I haven't done awards with the team there, but social distancing and all that.
Which the team is going, or darn.
So now these are hard categories. I was talking to Hawk a little while ago. Runner of the year, and for men and women. So, and I have made the selection for that, but I just want to make it known that it's really hard because each runner, the top 5 runners, are the most important, and there isn't, I don't think, one runner who's more important than the other in a cross country team. Everybody's got their job to do. Everybody's got their place they need to get, and if somebody doesn't, fulfill that, then it affects the whole team. And so, like we said a minute ago, number 5 runner is just as important as your number 1 runner. However, I did go with our number 1 runner for women's this year because I really like her spirit. She came in and she comes into my office. She's not even really in college yet. She's doing the BASS program. And I tried to talk her out of it. No, I'm running cross country in college. So I said, okay, that's fine. And, I wasn't sure how good she'd be. She hadn't even started running yet. Sometime in August, she started training. I'm like, well, this is going to be a tough haul. But she did it. And she sees this poster on my wall of Rebecca. Rebecca's is the greatest runner that's ever run at VTC. Got all these awards. So she looks at that. You look for that. I have this poster on my wall in the office. It is there for a reason. Because I want to see people's reactions when they see it. And they're either going to be, intimidated by the poster, or they're going to be like, I can do that.
I'll save it for later.
So Cassidy matched. Actually, she broke the freshman record for the 6K race by 3 seconds at nationals, and made All-American. And she won the conference championship. So for me, that kind of puts her over the top as being a valuable runner, or the runner of the year, because she's on her way. She's only the 2nd woman from VTC ever to make All-American. And she's only the 2nd woman from VTC ever to win a conference title. And she did that both in the same year, her freshman year. And she was really technically only a 12th grader in high school. So she's not even in college yet. She's already doing it. A lot of upside. Yeah, she has a lot of future ahead of her. I told her, I said, the sky's the limit. You can go wherever you want to go in running. Even if I can't get you there, I know people that can. Like Hawk here. Hawk can get you anywhere.
It's interesting. Every one of the girls that I coached that made the Olympic trials, they started weren't the best, but you keep showing them the vision of where they can be.
Right.
And the ones that catch the glimpse of that vision, they're the ones that actually succeed because they're willing to put in the work to back that up.
Right.
And it sounds like that's exactly what she did.
You got to find your why. So now we'll move on to men's runner of the year. And again, this is Tyler Dunham, so no suspense there. Tyler also won conference title this year. He's the first runner from Vermont Tech ever to win a conference championship. So, that's kind of a, shoe-in right there for that title.
Kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, kind of a no-brainer. And Tyler Hawk, I think you've met Tyler. And I'm tall with red hair. I'm trying to get actually Tyler. This is Hawk. You guys have met. Trying to get you to come out here for a couple of weeks and train with Slim. I ran with Slim this morning for about, I don't know, I think I was about 800 meters. And I think he was just being nice. I looked at my watch. We started off with like a 7-minute mile, and I'm going, yeah, this isn't going to last.
Did you run the bomb? And he goes,
oh, well, he went off in his trails and I went off on mine. So, but yeah, it was great. I thanked him. Like, are you done yet? So anyway, Tyler is a great guy. Tyler has an amazing personality. He's very inclusive in his relationships with people. He's a great cheerleader for people on the team. And a great leader. Actually, we tried to get him to be team captain this year, and he declined. So he didn't want that responsibility. But he was kind of our team recruiter guy. If I wanted somebody that's coming in to meet the team, I want him to meet Tyler because he's so open and caring. And Tyler didn't quite make All-American last year, but I want him in this video. I want him to remember that because that doesn't mean he's a failure. It just means that he knows what he's got to do it this next year. And go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if the invitation's open, if you want to come out for a couple of weeks, get a place for him to stay.
That'd be great.
Feed him, even have something to drink, water.
Water? Yeah, water would be good.
Yeah. But plenty of people to train with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can try to hang with Slim for longer than half a mile. And you can see the mountains behind me. You can just see the tops of the mountains. Those are good. There's good training ground up there. So Tyler is our runner of the year, and I want to take this minute to recognize each of you guys on the team are as important as Tyler's. Tyler won the conference title, and that's a great thing. But without you guys being there, then none of the teams would have done as well as they did. And the women's team took 5th at nationals, 2nd at conference. It's the best they've ever done in school history.
And even talking about teams, you'll have how many can travel with your conferences at 8?
Oh, we can take as many as we want.
Yeah. The thing that came to mind is we did have a meet one time, and it was a regional championship, and our top 5 scored, obviously, but we tied with another team.
Oh, yeah.
It was the 6th runner that broke the tie.
Yeah.
So sometimes that 6th, and I've seen it go to 7.
So that's rare, but I've seen the 6th tie, the tiebreaker, and everybody on the team. There is not one person on a cross country team that's more important than the last person on the team. And so I just want to recognize each of you. The women's team, the men's team had the best year they've ever had. These are challenging times. Don't let them get you down. You control your own destiny, regardless of what's going on around you. Only you can decide how you're going to react to that. And I can tell you that I've been through some tough times. Hawk's been through personal experiences that are hard, but you don't let that define who you are. What defines who you are is the fact that you stand up and keep going through it. And did you want to say anything as we close?
The thing you got to remember about this is you're always learning, right? You're always growing, and everything is step by step. Nobody just jumps up to the top instantly and stays there. You've got to build, and then keep a smile on your face. What you're doing is really enjoyable for life.
Right. Even if you're getting passed in a race, put a smile on your face. It makes them wonder what you're doing.
I'll put you on your misery.
All right. Thank you guys very much, and I look forward to seeing you all again. They run on Fridays now. A lot of them get together every Friday and get to run. So this will get out to you at some point.
Thank everyone for watching. Thanks, Pat and Jason, for your kind words in the beginning. We look forward to another season next year in person on campus at Vermont Tech.